This is a Golf R, the car that can do it all. School runs, back roads, motorways, even the odd track day. On paper, this is the perfect hot hatch, but not if you're a bloke named Benan. This car is fast.
But it's ridiculous. Buy it.
You need a splitter.
The stock car clearly wasn't good enough for him, so he's worked with us to create this. You might be wondering, how much has he spent on mods? More than the value of the car. But does all this make it worth it? You've probably noticed the car is literally sat on its arse. That's because it's on airlift suspension. Which means with this little iPod and the press of a button, you can adjust the height of the car. A lot of people think air suspension makes the car drive like crap, but today I'm going to give you my brutally honest opinion on how this drives. Like, it's fine. Like, if you shut your eyes, you'd think you're in a Rolls Royce. So let's talk about some of the other changes he's made, starting with the styling. As you'll see over here, this has a big carbon vented bonnet. This is the AutoID Essentials carbon vented bonnet. It has been on the car for around 3 years now. And over here is a set of the AutoID Essential carbon fibre fenders, also vented round here. My favourite styling part of the whole car is the full low-line kit that the car runs. This is the Zero front splitter, very aggressive front splitter. Nice thing about these is that they're not very expensive, and if you are going to be knocking them off, it's not the end of the world if you do have to replace one. But Benan has no excuse to knock one of these off because he's got air suspension, which means he should be able to clear every single speed bump, but it looks like he has hit it. Around the side, we've got a set of the Zero side skirts and carbon mirrors. I really like these side skirts because they look like nothing else which is available on the market at the moment. They are so aggressive. It almost looks like an OEM skirt which has just been like enhanced. And all of the Zero stuff is so easy to fit, you could literally fit it at home yourself. Let's go around the back. The Zero spoiler, arguably the best spoiler available on the market at the moment if you do have a Golf. This is very, very nice and clean, perfect fitment, and as I said earlier with all the Zero stuff, it just looks like an OEM plus part. Really, really nice. Down here, we've got the Zero rear diffuser, very aggressive rear diffuser. It also runs these little winglets that kind of cut round the side. And that is everything in terms of the body kit from Zero. Car's wrapped in satin black, which I think works very well with the wheels. We'll get onto the wheels in a second, and all the exposed carbon. These right here are pretty rare, to be honest. This is a set of raised T37s, and these are only really seen on Japanese cars, to be honest, because they're a Japanese wheel brand. But you've got to rate the fact that he's put it on a Golf. For the exhaust, he's running a full Acropovic system with some downpipes. So as far as a 2 litre sounds, it sounds pretty good. Let's talk about some of the performance things that he's done as I try and open this bonnet. This right here might look like a stock engine, but it is not. Benan blew his stock engine up. I'll lay a video of that over now.
Oh, there's no oil in it. Pressure's gone. Yeah, gone.
But this engine has now been fully forged. It is pretty bulletproof, to be honest. It's running around 420 brake horsepower because even though he forged it, he was still worried that it might blow up again. But I do know that he wants to put a bigger turbo on it at some point. Over here, we've got the racing line intake, probably the go-to intake. As you can see under the bonnet, he has done an absolutely brilliant job of getting it all detailed. It literally looks like a brand new car under the bonnet. All of the performance work which has been done to this car regarding the engine and stuff has been done by Devil Development. Benan's literally got a 24/7 hotline number that he rings whenever something goes wrong for them to sort out. On the inside of the car, he's got this carbon OHD LED steering wheel. It's quite nice because he's got a little rev limiter. He's got an iPod Touch for his airlift, which we spoke about earlier. And one very interesting thing that he's got is he's got a girl's hairbrush on the passenger seat, but he doesn't have a girlfriend. He's also stripped the back seats out purely to have more storage, because obviously he's got the airlift tank in there. He's got more space for things like a basketball, a bike chain, a tripod, things to fill up oil, cable ties, fire extinguisher. I mean, that's a valid thing you need to have in a car like this. a pump for the basketball, an inner tube, a tyre air pump, and I've just found this tissue and a bottle of moisturiser behind the driver's seat. Modifying a car like this is always going to split opinions. Some people are going to love it and some people are going to hate it, but 275,000 people clearly love it. But today, we are going to go into Chelmsford Town and see what members of the public think about this car. I need to interrupt this video quickly because we have just launched a brand new feature on the AutoID store called the Members Only Club. You're probably wondering how that works, so let me break it down to you. For every £1 you spend in our store, you're going to earn 1 mile. That mile can then be redeemed to buy more mods with. Let me help you visualize this with Benan's Golf here. Carbon bonnet, 1,000 miles. Zero front splitter, 200 miles. Carbon mirror caps, 300 miles. Carbon fenders, 800 miles. Zero side skirts, 200 miles. And then if you come around the back, 200 miles on the spoiler and 250 miles on the rear diffuser. All of these miles stack up and they can be used as a currency to purchase more mods on the AutoID store. For more information, hit the link in the description below. Right, so I've just grabbed this gentleman over here. What do you think about this modified Golf R? Brutally honest opinions, don't be scared because it's not my car.
I think it's awesome.
You like
It's
it?
a great bit of kit, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so it all got proper real carbon, is it?
All
Carbon
real
bonnet,
carbon,
yeah.
Bit of carbon?
Bit of carbon,
Like a bit of carbon?
absolutely. With the Volks as well, yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, he knows the
97s,
wheels!
yeah.
We've got another gentleman here. Just going to ask you what your favourite parts about this car. Do you even like it? It's a modified car. What do you think?
Yeah, it's so good. Like when you see it from exterior, it's so good. You know, the spoilers and the mudguard is low.
He spotted it. He was driving along and I just see his head going, so I was like, I better ask him.
If you look at it, it's, you know, it's so good. And the matte finish and everything,
Wicked.
it's massive.
Oh, nice one.
No,
Favourite part?
I like the Volkswagen engine.
Yes. Right, I've just found this bloke here. He's built like a unit compared to me, so I look even skinnier than normal. But what do you think about this car? Brutally honest opinion.
Walked past, brutally honest, the first thing that caught me was around the rear. It was matte black. So
Yeah.
matte black, you don't see matte black on a Golf. And is it on air, I'm assuming?
That's it, yeah,
It
it
is
is.
absolutely slammed. I love the 6-spokes. The interior looks bananas. The one thing I will point out, I mean, it's a bit Asboy, but I quite like that. You need a splitter.
Yeah,
What have you done?
Splitter's seen a little bit of a skin fade in the process.
Other than that, carbon wings car. It's just a cool, unique car. It's got its own identity. It stands out from the norm. Cool car.
Everyone seems to like it. We've grabbed this lovely lady here. She's just come over, she spotted something. What did you notice straight away as you walked over?
It's gorgeous. It's absolutely lovely, but it's ridiculous. Really?
Well, can I show you something?
Have you seen the streets of
Come and have a look.
Here?
Come and have a look. It's got this little iPod here. When you press this,
Ah.
so it does make a bit of sense.
Okay, I get that, but what is the point of putting it down?
I'll be honest. I
That's
don't
just
really
something
know.
else to mend.
It's
It's something else to spend money on.
It's just so it looks a little bit nicer for like shows and stuff like that. But I do completely agree
But
with
for
you at the
me,
same time.
yeah,
Pointless.
pointless.
Yeah, wicked. Thank you for your opinion.
And God help any poor little kitty cat that goes under there to keep warm, right? Because it's going to get squashed.
Right, what's your name?
Harley.
Nice to meet you, mate. What is your brutally honest opinions on what it looks like? You can be completely honest. I will take no offence at all.
I think it's gorgeous, but I think it's quite close to the ground.
Yep.
It needs to be a bit higher.
Yep.
That looks a bit odd. Like, it looks like one of those ski things where it cleans up the earth.
Snowplow.
I like the little texture
Yeah.
pattern on
The
it.
carbon fibre.
Yep.
Wicked.
That's quite nice.
Nice one. Would you have it as your car?
Yeah, just get rid of that.
Yeah.
probably
Can I show
would.
you something though? It is on fully airlift suspension, so if you press this button here, give it a go. There we go. See, it lifts it all up. Now, does that make a bit more sense?
It looks a lot better, yeah.
Wicked. Thank you very much for your time, mate. But now it's time to take this car for a drive, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on how this car actually drives. So as it's a Golf R, I better launch it.
Bro, it spanned the whole way through first and second.
It span every single gear. We might have to do another launch. Let's give it another
Tyres
launch.
weren't warm, that's
The
what it
tyres
was.
weren't warm. Yeah. That was literally one big wheel spin. That's better.
Yeah, that was quick.
Well, you know what? The 0 to 60 on that must be pretty good.
Yeah, that was
100%. I'm gonna have to get it because Benan would have done a drag here. I'll get the time off of what this car does 0 to 60 and put it up there. But first thing I'm going to talk about is the power. I'm surprised at the power of this car, considering it's like 4. Right, can we just ignore the noise? Let's crack the window a tiny little bit. Actually.
Yeah, that's proper Alpha spec.
That is proper. In terms of power, it actually feels really, really good. It's perfect for like a little back road like this. You can literally just get it flat out. I will say one thing though, the overrun is absolutely outrageous. What I want to talk about is the air suspension. There's quite a lot of noises because we're on a very bumpy road at the moment, and in the ride mode, which is like the day-to-day use mode, the ride isn't too bad, but if we jack it up a bit, so it's running at a higher height, which you probably should for this sort of road, it starts to become a little bit unbearable, and all
it feels and sounds awful.
I don't know if this is coming across on camera, but if you are running it on a high mode, this is unbearable. So I'm going to drop it back down into the normal ride mode. But that's a little bit counterintuitive because realistically, this road's pretty bad. It's got loads of bumps. Obviously, we've got the compressor going in the background now, which is pretty annoying as well. But you would want to ride the car on a higher mode at the moment, and if you were to run it in a higher mode, it would literally be unbearable. I'll pump it in there one more time.
It makes an already bad road feel even
10
worse.
times worse.
Yeah. And it makes it feel like the car is about to break. Yeah, nice.
It's like, because obviously where the bags are filled up with air, it's literally like driving on bricks. Like, if you shut your eyes, you'd think you're in a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
It's
That's exactly what I was thinking, to be
genuinely
fair.
sweet.
But when you drop it back down to the like,
yeah, when it's down into the ride mode, like, it's actually sweet. We're just coming into like a few little back roads where I can give it a little bit more of a rip. So we'll see what it kind of handles like at the ride height. I've previously had a few cars on airlift and they tend to handle all right. But like this, handling wise at the moment, feels really good. I mean, it's nothing like mental handling, like there's a little bit of boatiness there now, but I have got to say this right now, in the ride mode setting, is 100% handling better than what a stock car would.
Yeah, it feels more solid.
Yeah,
Like,
it feels more solid. This car is fast as well.
It is, it's actually rapid.
Like, it feels really, really strong. Right, I've got a bit of a sharper corner here, let's see what it's like. Handles really good.
Yeah, it does. I'm impressed with that.
I can't lie, for a little quick drive,
It's not bad.
it is really good.
I thought it was going to be much worse than it is with the air suspension.
No, it's really good.
But at that height, it's not bad.
Yeah, power level is absolutely great. The only thing which I come back to, what I said earlier, the air suspension, if you want to run it in the higher mode, which you probably would want to run it given the sort of road it is, it's not ideal. I think you would be better off on a normal set of like track setup suspension.
Yeah.
Because what I also noticed as well, the air suspension, as you're going over bumps and whatever, it's compressing a lot more than what like a normal set of suspension would. So you run the risk of like scraping your splitter and stuff a lot more than what you would on a normal set of suspension. But overall, I think it drives pretty mint. It's still a Golf R on steroids.
Yeah.
With airlift. So I guess it's time for my brutally honest opinion on this car. Overall, I actually really, really like it. I think it looks sick. As far as a Golf goes, I don't think you're getting a better looking Golf. The body kit looks immaculate. I love the carbon on it with the satin black. The wheels are sick because you literally never see them. But there are a few things that I would change. Main one being the airlift suspension. I understand why he's done the airlift suspension, and don't get me wrong, I've put cars on airlift as well in the past. Airlift is great considering where Benan lives. He lives on the outskirts of London where there's loads of speed bumps and stuff like that. But me personally, I'd rather put on a set of more track orientated suspension, some coilovers or something like that, where I can get the fitment nice and I know that it's going to handle better than what this currently does. It doesn't handle bad, but it could be better. One thing I really do like is the sound of the exhaust. Being an aquapopic exhaust, I think it sounds mint, but the overrun is a little bit too much for me, I'm not gonna lie. But at the end of the day, my opinion means absolutely nothing, because you modify your car for yourself, not for other people, and Benan's done exactly that, and you've got to respect him for that. If you're watching this video at the moment thinking I could do with modifying my car, then just head over to the AutoID website. We have got so many products available for you to create exactly what you want. If you are a little bit stuck and you want to know anything, feel free to message a member of our team and they can help you out with anything. And use code YouTube5 when you're on the AutoID website to get a discount. If you're watching this on a TV at the moment, pause this video now, scan the QR code and it'll take you straight to the store. Some people might not think air suspension is very practical, but if I didn't have air suspension right now, this car probably no longer would have a splitter. It's easy.